the journey for you to get here to this point, right? So I mean, what's the feeling like for you right now?
It is, and the journey's still going, and it's going to continue to go. But ultimately, man, I am just humbled to be able to compete again and just be here and have another opportunity. I can't say that enough. I can't, take for granted my ability or the ability to be an athlete and to compete. So.
I mean, it felt like it was going to be taken away from you, right? I mean, what did you?
Well, it was.
Yeah, right. I mean, it was
multiple times, but I'm never going to give up, and then they're going to have to bury me. So.
I was going to ask you, was there any point along the way where you just said, like, dude, this is not where, like, clearly this is not supposed to be for me or something?
I've had a couple close people to me mention that, and I was just, and I felt something pushing the other way. I felt that it was something I was supposed to overcome versus, bow to it. So every appointment I went to, anything, any shortcoming, I just kept thinking that it was an adversity that was given to me to be overcome. So, 20 doctor's appointments or whatever it was, those were to tell me that I can't, and it was up to me to show them I could.
Yeah. Obviously it's part of your story, right? I mean, you're never going to get away from it.
No.
But, I mean, is there any part of you that is like, I don't want to talk about what I've got. I just want to be a fighter, like, competing?
Yeah, honestly, I haven't done any since my brain surgery. I've spoken very little of my disease, and just recently kind of started opening up about it. For a long time, I thought I was going to be judged, which that is going to be happen regardless. I didn't want to be looked at as, someone at risk. I didn't want the UFC to be like, this guy's nuts. I just didn't want people to know what it was that I have. And I also didn't want to keep dwelling on the fact that I have a brain disease. To me, it's obviously something I'm going to always deal with, but I don't want to say it's in the past, but the surgery's in the past, right? So I don't want to keep going back there. And it's okay to talk about, but to me, it's like every time I'm speaking about it, I'm putting myself there, and I'm past that. I've overcome it, and I'm here to, show people how to live and how to do it.
That's awesome. I know you don't want to spend time, just living in the past, but what changed that you said, you know what, it is worth talking about. It's okay to talk about this.
Like having another half of my brain would change, like that? Or, okay, I see what you're saying. Like, what made me want to start talking? I belong to a couple the groups that suffer from diseases like mine and similar experiences. You don't have to have a disease to experience severe adversity. And I just think the willingness to want to help people has changed my perspective. I have people message me or come out and reach out and just say, hey, seeing you do these things, and, I am losing a lot more than I am winning. And I think people see that. So I think if I can show anybody, how to live and how to overcome some of their adversities and stuff like that, and I think that's why I want to talk about it. I want to do it for the people that maybe can't do it. I belong to a group. A lot of them, this disease, whether it's from the disease or not, suffer from strokes and things that they're never going to come back from or have a hard time coming back from. And, I don't want to say I got it easy, but I still have the ability, and I want to make sure I don't take that for granted, and I want to speak for them and fight for them and fight for the people that it's not over. Like, these guys that are suffering, keep fighting, because it's never over till it's over.
That's awesome. So The Ultimate Fighter, automatically, when they announce, hey, it's coming back, we're going to do it again, did you go like, yeah, that's a spot for me? Or, a guy with your experience, did you go, I don't know if that's a fit for me?
It actually was the day of my contender fight, so I literally lost like an hour before it. And, that was a fight that I took. I just, I made up my mind that I wanted to fight within a year of my brain surgery. I came back, I think 2 or 3 weeks prior, within my 1-year anniversary of brain surgery. I was 2 months clear to compete again. I just got licensed in Nevada like 3 weeks ago prior to that. I didn't know. All I know is I wanted to compete. I want to compete at the highest level. That's all I care about. I've been in this sport a decent amount of time, so I don't know if I I just wanted to know if I still had an opportunity and a shot at this sport and at this promotion, and you know, whatever chances they'll give me, I'll take.
That's awesome. So I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I think a lot of us were surprised you took that Contender Series fight, right, with all the circumstances. So in
Yeah.
retrospect, maybe not the best decision.
I took it on 2 weeks. I hate saying it, and I'm always trying to find ways to convince myself that I have an excuse for losing, but there is no excuse. Luis had a 10-inch reach advantage on me. I'm short, and I have no business being at 145. It might have been a little fresh from, I still was training, but I was still recovering from, a life-changing experience, and maybe a little more time might have been what was best, but fuck it, it's life.
It's life. I like it. So can you compare yourself, today versus going into this, basically experience versus that fight?
I don't want to say I've experienced any ring rust or anything. Even before that fight, it had, this whole brain thing has taken, I was picked up by the UFC when I was 28. I am now 30, just being able to fight again. And, and I think I had just turned 28, so I was 27. It's taken, some of my youth, I guess. So, yeah.
I dig it. Last thing for me, does this feel like make or break? Does this feel like this has to happen now, or is this just, the next step on the journey, and hopefully it works out the right way, but it's not, the end if it doesn't work out?
It does sort of feel like that. It does. I don't ever want to say it's over, because I want to, fight as long as I'm medically fit and cleared. It's something I love to do. It's something I'm passionate about. As long as I'm healthy to compete, I will continue to compete. I think athletes in general are very, very lucky to be able to be on a platform, and a lot of them take it for granted. Although we are sacrificing a lot, there's a very small percentage of people in the world that can even show up. So I don't know if it's make or break for me. It does sort of feel like this means a lot more to me nowadays. I got a baby on the way. I got more to fight for. I don't know. I don't like to think of it like that. Just enjoying everything. I'm humbled by the experience, and I love to fight. So let's go.
I was going to ask you about your baby, coming up in August, right? How does it feel to be inside the house for all this time without, contact?
Man. Well, if my wife sees this, it's going to suck. But if she doesn't see this, it's nice to have a little break from, catering and doing all those things. I'm just kidding. My wife is the real MVP, the VIP of the Murdock family. She's a champ. She does a lot for me. She's even gifted me this opportunity to come out here and take some time away from all this, right in the heat of everything. She's 6 months, deep, and it's missing a few ultrasounds, which I think I would have missed anyway due to the COVID circumstances. But I don't know. Part of me is happy that I'm away from all the phones and stuff like that, kind of like a detox and just a reality check, getting away from what this new generation of we're in, the Instagram and all that. But yes, I miss my wife very much, my baby to be. They're a huge part of my everyday life, so I'm glad I was able to take a photo just today. It's only been a day, and I picked it up today, and I was like, man, that's the only thing that can really bring a smile to my face instantly. So yeah, we'll see. I'm only one day in. Awesome. Thanks, guys.